Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. I'm finally doing the sequel to Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Begins because I needed a couple days off. This is The Curse of the Lake Monster from 2010, I believe. Yes, Little Sims, I see you. So don't ask me 15 questions today. I need a break. This movie's about 82 minutes long, around the same running time as the first one. So let's get started. I prefer this one actually more than the first one because it's more like the cartoon, and this one's definitely more different. hmm Cartoon Network, I know. This one they made good movies. Now I don't think they made a good movie in years. Live action, it's been a while. hmm Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Lake Monster. I recently saw the one with Courage the Cowardly Dog, but it was just okay. Not horrible, but it could have been a lot less crazy. There's a Scooby gang. It starts with them. This is near the end of the film, so spoiler alert. Hmm. Speared. There's Kate Melton again. It's you. Yep. They pulled a Sonic the Hedgehog where the beginning of the movie is near the end, but here it's like a mystery. Well, what happens, but I do like the twist, and I really like this cast of the Scooby game because they look like the characters and they act like the characters. That's all I ask for. I just want to be entertained. Don't change the orientation of a character or their personality because it just doesn't work. That's just my opinion. Don't attack me. Don't bite my head off. Do you like this more than Monsters Unleashed? Yeah, definitely. It doesn't have a stupid bosom scene. The effects are way better because Scooby looks great, and it's shorter. This is still my favorite live action movie so far, unless they do another one. Plus, I like seeing Frank Welker as the voice of Scooby. I didn't like the voice of Scooby in the other two live action movies. Whoever the hell that was, some Australian dude. He sounds nothing like Scooby. There's Haley Kiyoko. Yes, and I know what they did with Velma in that new movie. I'm not going to say anything because I say something controversial and then I get blasted for it. So I'm saying nothing. How's that? No comment. I still like this cast the most. In the cartoon, it's the original cast and even the ones like Mindy Cohen and Matthew Lillard and Gray, and of course Frank Welker because he is the voice of Scooby and Fred. He's been the voice of Fred since 1969. Yeah, I had a digital camera. So do I. Special appearances by Ted McGinley. Yeah, I know who that is. Richard Mole. He was in Scary Movie 2 and a bunch of other stuff. Casper Meets Wendy. They're kissing. Uh, yeah, that happens in the cartoon, guys. And yes, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. kissed in the first film. It's not a secret that the two of them are heterosexual, like me. So wait. Yes, I know. In the last movie, Daphne is a girl, so there's no surprise why. Kate Melton is a gorgeous young woman, and Robbie Amell's a nice guy. I met him at a convention a few years ago. It wasn't Comic-Con. It was a Heroes and Villains convention. Yes, and she falls in love with. So he's a good-looking guy. He is. Like the hearts. That's the way it should be. Carrying a woman on the threshold when you're a good-looking young man. It's the way it should be, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. I that's the only direction I go. I know. And them loving each other is a good thing. Coupling in the show never bothered me because again, it's it should be that way. What's your opinion on Scooby WrestleMania? It was decent. There's some moments in it that were not terrible. The plot's not great, but it's not the worst. Scooby's so cute in these films because he looks like in the cartoon. He has the big bulgy eyes, and he's voiced by Frank Welker. So that's the Scooby for me, or Dom Messick in the original cartoon. I don't like the Australian dude. I don't know what his name is either. There's a shift in the relationship. Yes, I know because after what I went through this year, yeah, I've had a lot of shifts in relationships. But it's good to keep your friends close, and if you fall in love with your best friend that happens to be female, there's no problem with that. A Willoughby, isn't that in a sound? I think. Oh no, that's Wallaby. It's pink. Yeah. And he's actually married to Atalia Ritchie from. She was in an episode of True Jackson, 2 episodes of True Jackson, and she's a brunette. I do appreciate that they have their costumes more in this one than in the first one. They, wear different clothes in the film, but there's a nice nod to the cartoon, which I love that. It's not on the nose, it's fan service, so done well. I love these characters, so because these cartoons are iconic. I know I'm glitching a little bit, but it's fine. You can hear me, so I'm only doing 2 more commentaries this month, and then I'm gonna get take a break in next week because I'll still do reviews. So she's smiling. Because when you have iconic characters and they come live action and they're respectful, except for Fred's hair because he's not blonde here. It is a prequel, so I can forgive it. It's like Anakin when he was a little boy or a teen in the prequels. He had hair, and then when he's in the originals, he's bald. And I do like the director Brian Levant. He directed this one too, right? Yeah. An Asian Daphne never bothered. I mean, Velma never bothered me because Haley Kiyoko's cute. I know what she is, guys. You do not have to go on Wikipedia and tell me. I know, but from my perspective, as a man, I think she's cute. I know that's not going to mean anything to her, but again, I like Asian girls. They're cute. If they made Velma black, it wouldn't bother me. As long they're making the new Shaggy black and Norville, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Wow, indeed. It is cartoonish, but it's for kids. There's none of that adult humor from the 2002 movie where it was too. It was a little bit too much. Like some of the dialogue, James Gunn thought he was writing a Guardians film or a Peacemaker. No, it's for kids. This is a kids movie. Let it be for kids. Don't write adult jokes that are going to go over kids. Like sexuality and all that. You don't need that. It's not necessary. Or you know what? I'm not going to say it. I say nothing. Less is more. Ooh, 6 a.m. I've gotten up that early. Yeah, I know. I didn't get up at 6 a.m. I like sleeping in. It's 11 a.m. now. Carries him. That's a nice twist. I can see why they're not for you. It's not for me. Even if it came out when I was a kid, I would have thought it was just there. These characters are so iconic and they're so legendary. And considering the legacy this comes from, I want to see another live action movie just done well. Don't make it, don't do the diverse casting thing. It's just not working anymore. Nowadays, it has to be subtle. You can't shoehorn into everything. Just saying. Because the last Scooby movie was what? That in the theater was, they made Velma Spanish. I'm like, why? I don't know. Gina Rodriguez was not a good Velma. I'm sorry. Haley Kiyoko was way better. Even Kate Micucci, I do like better. He's laughing at him. Look at those shots of. I think that's Canada. The outskirts. Yeah. Hmm. Sort of. He is a man. Nick Pilatus is a man. His squeaky voice. No, it doesn't bother me. I actually like it more than, Will Forte's voice was just weird in the 2000, in the 2020 movie Scoob, which I didn't hate. I thought it was decent. It had some good animation, and I like some of the references to the Hanna Barbera cartoons, but some of the voices were just weird. Daphne didn't sound squeaky enough. She didn't sound cutesy enough. I do like Kate Melton. She has that youthful, sweet, feminine voice that I love. That makes me go crazy. It's like Kate. If Kate Melton, if Caitlin Deaver played Daphne, I would go crazy. That would be the perfect casting. Because if I saw her, I'm going to see that Rosaline movie that she's doing because she's absolutely gorgeous. I saw clips of it on my smart TV, and I'm like, oh my god, I was biting my tongue. I was like, "You are absolutely gorgeous. I gotta meet her. We're just hanging out." No, if I'm with a girl, I'm gonna say I'm dating with her. I'm dating her, and I'm serious, and I want to be with this girl because I'm heterosexual. That's never been a mystery, guys. If that was a question mark for you guys, you know exactly who I am. The female body should be adored every single day of your lives. Remember that, little Sims, when you're 18. Girls, there's nothing that more desirable on earth. Revaxing. Hmm. 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 Again, when you're in a group of people and there's opposite genders, yeah, something is bound to happen, which didn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's the way I go. What are we? Almost 20 minutes in. Oh, this is when she touches the blue gem. I think it's a sapphire or something. Me too. I think that Velma Dinkley being smart is a turn on for me. I don't want a dumb girl. I want somebody intelligent with a brain and that has an interest like me. Oh, look, Doctor Strange. Remember the scene with the notes? That was really cool in Multiverse of Madness. One of the coolest action scenes in the entire movie that didn't have Wanda, because it's like he's fighting his darker self from What If, and there's these fantastic musical notes, and they're throwing it like throwing stars. It's awesome. I love that. That movie needs to get best visual effects, without a doubt, because those effects were mind blowing. The When he turns into paint and when he's going through the multiverse, he has that blocky face. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. And when he's a zombie going like this, I'm like, Sam Raimi, you freaking nailed it, man. I like the effects in Thor: Love and Thunder, but it was a little bit too much. Like, we get it. You have a big budget, Taika Waititi, but there's a reason Multiverse of Madness made more than you, because it wasn't a comedy. It had some comedy in it, but there was some serious moments. Like when people died in that movie, you took it seriously. A moonstone in Pokemon is I think it's purple. Wait, um, moonstone. I think, is it purple or is it pink? It's not blue. I know that blue is the water stone in Pokemon. I'm getting that new game, the Scarlet version. I'm buying it November 18th after I see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Got to get that game. I haven't bought a Pokemon game in 2 years since the. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, again, you're touching an unknown substance on Earth that's blue and glowing. Yeah, it's like kryptonite. There's a blue kryptonite, you know. There's not just green. There's red. There's yellow. There's blue. It's interesting. Oh, you cute little Asian girl. Mm. Yes, I know she came out after the lemonade mouth. She colored her hair blonde and everything. But again, my eyes don't lie, guys. That's why I don't hate Angelina Jolie, because I'm like, she's a beautiful woman. She is. I admit that on camera. Wanted was not her fault. Them killing her off. There's the couple again, and also she was carrying. Oh, rest in peace, Nichelle Nichols. We miss you, man. I miss you. I love you so much. You'll never be forgotten. We will always love you from Star Trek and from other films as well. Because yeah, she was a part of our lives. If you saw Star Trek, you know what it means to me. And I saw all the Star Trek movies that she was in, from the motion picture all the way to the last one. Was it Undiscovered Country? Yeah, she'll be dearly missed. Thank you, Nichelle Nichols. Thank you. Daphne's dress is gorgeous, man. I'm telling you, yeah. They're like, what? What's your opinion on Dwayne the Rock Johnson? He did good in DC Super Pets. He's taking pictures of the food. Yeah, we get it. That's one of the traits of Scooby and Shaggy. They like eating a lot. That's a nice shot. You're not supposed to do that. He put the spoon in his mouth, a big spoon. We're looking forward to Black Adam. Not gonna hate it, because after seeing Eternals, trust me, that movie sucked a lot. That movie almost broke me. Okay, because it was so boring. Black Adam is 2 hours and 4 minutes. That is passable compared to 2.5 hours of nothing, of just pretty visuals, but the movie's boring and has no weight to it. With Black Adam, you're gonna have a lot more action. Characters actually know, characters that are already over, and The Rock is a villain. He's not they say anti-hero, he's a villain. Guys, there's the frogs in the movie. They come 20 minutes in. And the CG doesn't look that bad, actually, for 2010. I think it looks fine. That's great. I like the shadow of the frog or toads. Yeah, I think they're frogs. No cameras because the effects in the first Scooby movie from 2002, they're terrible. Some of the CGI, it was dated even when it came out. Like those demon creatures and Scrappy and Scooby, they look terrible. It looks like a video game cutscene from the 2000s. Awful. Here it looks fine, and this is a TV budget. Is it realistic? No, but it looks better than that. Oh, Daphne, you gorgeous, gorgeous woman. Yeah, I can't stop looking at these two girls. Why? Why? And Nick Pilatus really, I gotta say, he is really trying with that voice. It's hard to do that in live action. The only other person to do the voice that good is Matthew Lillard, live action, because I'm like, he nailed it. But the movies he's in is just, the some of the, there's so many problems. And Kate Melton actually looks like Daphne. She looks like a teenager. When Sarah Michelle Gellar did the first movie, she looked like she was 30. It's weird. Melton actually was a teen when she did this, so it works. And Haley as well. And even though Robbie Amell was in his 20s, Fred I think is the oldest, and he does a good job. He has a personality of Fred. I really love this cast. Yeah. When I think of the live action Scooby Doo characters, this is what I think of. And Frank Welker as Scooby, because he's been the voice for so many years. Hey, this isn't Phineas and Ferb. These so iconic characters, man. And this is the last one for a while until Scoob came out. That was the next theatrical release. Everything else was an animated show or a movie, and there's been so many of them. They even break the fourth wall at the end and show all the DVDs of the movies that came out at that time and shows. When I do No Way Home, it's going to be either in December or next year. It's not going to be in November because I have a lot on my plate. They're like, John, any female will get your attention. Not every single one, but when they have feminine features that I love, I come running. No trespassing. Yeah, I hate bugs. I can't stand them. Those are things I can't stand because I've seen them all over my house. There've been flies and fleas and roaches and ants and beetles. I mean, where are these things coming from? It's almost winter, and you would think the bugs would disappear by now, but yes, me too. Oh yeah, I like this scene. This is the musical number. It's one of two musical numbers. Doesn't make it a musical though. Yeah, they sing it in Haunted Mansion. Just cute. It's like Mary Poppins. Yeah, they dress like. Honeymoon, sunny in June. It's like Mary. Your silvery dreams will be love's dreams. Will be cuddling soon by the light of the silvery moon. Here's the rock version. This is the extended cut. Yeah, suck it, lemonade mouth. Space. By the silvery moon. Hell yeah. Love that music. Yeah, they did an updated version. This is not as painful as the Son of the Mask scene, where they take a legendary song, like what was it? I Love You, Baby. You know, what was it called? That song from what was it? Mark was it the Four Seasons, Valley in the Four Seasons? Yeah, they took that song and they butchered it. I love you, baby. That song goes on for way too long. Here, it's less than 2 minutes, so it's short. Oh, Kate. That was a dream sequence, by the way. Yeah, She-Hulk finally ended today, but I'm not going to see it. It's 36 minutes long. At least it's short. And Andor, what's it going to be, like 2 hours, the finale in November? Uh, I'm sorry that Kate Melton's not an actual redhead like Karen Gillian, but she's just as beautiful as Karen. She's like close to her age. I think she turned 30 this year. Karen, I think, is like 34, so they're close in age, and they're both gorgeous guys. I don't know what Kate Melton is, but what a cutie pie. There's Richard Mole. Yep, really old, but can still act. He was the voice of Two-Face in Batman the Animated Series. Mm, you are so cute. Yeah, I know. Hmm. He's like, he's like, nobody panic. Yeah, he did a really good voice for Two-Face. It was really scary. Mhm. We're almost 30 minutes in, so the town is a flashback. A witch. It's really good makeup effects, by the way. Wanda, wink, wink. Ah, ha, ha. Wanda, witch, huh? Yeah, a nice nod for Josh. You'll see this video later. We'll talk sometime next week when I see Black Adam. That's a nice nod. Wanda, witch. Yeah. And I did mention Multiverse of Madness earlier. That it's great in it. The costume was sexy. Yes, she killed a lot of people, but again, in Civil War, she was already incarcerated, so she doesn't need to be again. Just give her her own trilogy, or let her make a cameo in Agatha. It would be great. They did have a history together in WandaVision, so it's crazy how some witches have a really cool backstory. Because Wanda had it, and the Witch of the West, well, mostly, and whatchamacallit, who else? Glenda as well, and Wicked, and a bunch of others. Yeah. No, and then that was in Dude, Where My Car? Yeah, I think that was in it. Hmm. I had to. I couldn't let that go. Wanda, Witch, yeah. Hmm. Oh, Daphne, watch. Just say that you like her. It's not a surprise because 1 year later, Mystery Incorporated came out, and he liked Daphne and he liked Velma in the cartoon. So yeah, it's a show that Adam Driver was in that had these beautiful ladies. So there she is, mad. Oh, you are so sexy. My neck is starting to twitch. Ugh. I don't know what it is, but some girls when they look mad, I'm absolutely stunned. I'm not. Well, I don't want to get them mad, but they just have this face that just I was like, oh, Kate, that's your name, I hear. Ugh. It's like girls, and she's like, even when Wanda gets angry, like when she was trying to put a spell on those pots when they were moving, and she's like, I'm like, I love it when girls do that. It's the things with the lips are just, oh, yeah, I love this character. It's so good. What's your opinion on She-Hulk? It wasn't for me. I tried to get through it. I liked the first episode, but once Hulk is gone and she started twerking in the third episode, yeah, it lost me. It had that Gen Z thing that I was not a fan of. Deadpool did it so much better. Mm. Well, I will. I'm just not going to watch the new Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. That I can skip. I'm not watching a Scooby film with an agenda. Just not for me. These characters are fine the way they are. Changing them physically doesn't bother me. It's when they have to change the character completely and do pull a 180 on them. Zoom. It's a Sith Lord, and this storyline would be repeated in Scooby Doo Franken Creepy, where they did a twist like this. You're so cute. You're just like Nikki in a. At least her, Olivia Liang, I have a better chance with being with, and also Shannon Dang. Oh my God, those Asian girls. Mwah. And Tatiana Maslany, by the way, in She Hulk, is a good actress. I will always defend her. She's not the problem. V. Yeah, I know. In the cartoon, he knocks a lot of things over. I know. I agree. Here comes the confession. We know. If you've seen the cartoons, which I have, we know you like her. It is not a mystery. That's never been a mystery in the cartoon. It's like with April. She likes Casey Jones, and He's been married for a while. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm in love with Caitlin Dever. Love, man, not like love. I saw her in Booksmart and I never looked back. And when I saw her in the movie, I was like, yeah, there's a reason why she's female, guys. She's meant for me. It's like Sally in Nightmare Before Christmas. She's the only female character, male main character in that movie, and Jack falls for her, head over heels at the end. Oh, Kate. I know, guys. I know. Like, oh, you're a horn dog. I'm like, again, hetero. So when I see a woman like this, I come running. Uh, because when I met Rachel Lee Cook at Comic Con last week, I was floored. Like my heart was vibrating. That usually happens when I have a lot of coffee because it was going. I was having palpitations. Yep, exactly. Wink. Scoob also likes girl. Forget Relma. Like, I have a talking dog, and I didn't understand a word he says because he says ours, but he's an iconic character. Scrappy didn't talk like that, but he just his cuteness kind of wore off on people after the first episode that he showed up in. A midnight snack. Mm. Oh yeah, Flintstones reference. I love the Easter eggs in this movie. Yeah, there's some Easter eggs in this movie. There's Fred with his big arms and blue tank top. Hey, it's respectful to the cartoon. They have the colors. There she's playing tennis with that sexy little skirt. Oh my god. Give me a minute, guys. I need some water. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I need some water. You sexy feminine girl. Ah, that's much better. I think my throat's not on fire anymore. That's a good shot. Him walking in the shadows and the cloudy what was it, fog? It's a good shot. That was what was good about the Batman. There's a lot of shots in the movie that are fantastic. Like him walking out of the fire and all that. Love it. Just love that. That's a really iconic scene. It's gonna live in my mind forever. Excuse me. Oh, the lake monster. Oh my god. You are lovely. I know, guys. I know. Oh, there's the costumes from the cartoon. Yeah, this is a nice nod. It's another Easter egg. Oh, yeah, if Caitlin Deaver plays this role, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm serious. Even if she just voices Daphne or Velma, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna be like, it's not a mask. It's a real creature. Ugh, that's disgusting. There's a fish on my head. Yeah, yeah. I love this nod to the cartoon. Because you're the main character. Shaggy's one of the main characters. Like he's in a lot of the movies that don't have Daphne, Fred, and Velma. There's a couple of '80s films he did with Scooby that don't have the girls or Fred. Today's the 13th, right? Yeah, we're about halfway through the month of October. At least the chat's nice and quiet today, so that's fine because it's 11 in the morning, 11:52. Good stunt work, by the way. Yeah, the literally when Scooby his collar gets hot, that's the noise from the Flintstones. There's the Moonstone. Anything. Yep, groovy. That's from the classic film collector. I remember Marion Ross as Roma, as SpongeBob's grandmother appearing in this movie. Yeah, she's the old lady that tells them, "You're doomed. Don't find the lake monster." Yeah, it's her. This is a great nod to the cartoon, guys. Mm. Again, you're talking about that. I'm just let it go, man. Like Elsa said, let it go. What's in the past is she played with a couple of guys at a thing. If you if you trust your significant other, trust them that they won't cheat on you. It's not like she was kissing the guy. This is not. There's the costumes from the cartoon. Yay! There it is. The purple outfit and the white shirt with the ascot and the blonde wig. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, they look good in the cartoon outfits. See, this is fan service done well without beating you over the head. And he looks good with blonde hair. Hopefully, in the new movie, live action, they'll do it like this. Because I think Scooby can work in live action. How do you feel about the Loud House getting a live action series? Hey, I like the Christmas movie. I thought the Christmas movie was delightful. It was very funny. The characters were cute. The kids were good actors. It was short. I liked it. So I want to see the really Loud House. Yeah, I do want to see it. Despite, I don't watch the cartoon, but I probably will. Because I thought the live action Christmas movie was done well. I was not expecting anything, and I laughed. That is a nice nod that they're wearing the costumes from the actual cartoon. They find her on the beach, yeah. Yeah, because the Loud House, yeah, when it does it, they did a live action and it did it well. Some people just complain when anything is a cartoon or a toy line and then they make it live action. Sometimes it works really well. Sometimes it blows chunks. The Bratz movie, Inspector Gadget, but those are people that didn't care about the source material. She's not dead. She's not dead, guys. This would be too dark. If Velma died in this movie, I would be upset because you don't kill off a main character. It's different, but I wouldn't want to see that. We're almost an hour in. Are you going to watch the Velma series on HBO Max? Nah, probably not, because I heard it's going to be more adult. It's probably going to be like that Harley Quinn cartoon where it's more violent and more sexual. But I'm like, do you really want to throw off your fan base? I mean, isn't that the one where Shaggy is black, which doesn't bother me? I'm going to be like, hey, you do you. Look at the warts on her hand. Eat cat brain, brilliant. Because I want that cartoon to be good, but I don't know. They're trying to do it from her perspective, but we'll see what happens. Peacemaker was good. Bon appetit. Get it? We'll see what happens. I'm gonna watch the Harley Quinn cartoon, despite my worries going in. It's a cartoon, so it's not like it's gonna offend me. Would you watch Boyhood when I have a lot of time? That movie's like 4 hours long, isn't it? Because they said it took 15 years to make this one movie because the actor kept growing. And I'm like, yeah, kids grow. I need some tissue. Hold on. I know. Oh, I didn't see this coming. She's like, why is he getting on when it's 2 hours and 45 minutes? It feels like 3 hours. Yeah, I like girls. It's a cute scene. She smiled. That was for real. I think Kate thought that Kate smiled for real. Wink. If I was a girl, I would the Nick, but I'm not a girl, so she smiled. Yeah, again, it's like her. It's like Herman. Oh, it's like Herman Munster when he asked to date Lily on a date in the movie, and he's like, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy." I'm like, "Yep." Would you rather eat only yogurt for a year or watching nothing but religious movie? Yeah, I'd rather eat yogurt. At least it's healthy for me, and it takes less time. Rolo? I love this thought that he has. It's 12 o'clock already. Look at this dream. Look at this puppy. He's so cute. It's a Christmas scene. Oh, that puppy is so cute. Oh, yeah, I love that. Wait, hold on. Let me go get some tissue. I'll keep it going. Where's the? Here we go. Okay, I'm back. Wait. Sorry about it. Kate, back to Kate. Mm. Yes, he does. Here we go. This is when he sees her and he's like, because these are cartoon characters just in live action, and it works really well. I mean, the first movie, The Mystery Begins, was a huge hit on Cartoon Network. Hmm. I love Asian girls. Corn dogs. Did you hear that Cartoon Network is shutting down? Yeah, because everything is streaming now, Little Sims. It's streaming. They're gonna have their cartoons are gonna be on was it HBO Max forever, even when they become HBO Discovery. It's all part of the process of moving on. And after the cartoons that have come out on that network, yeah, Rick and Morty is not going to be on there anymore. They're just going to put it on HBO Max, which is fine. Is Harold Kronk? Does the last name sound weird to you? Yeah, I don't watch those movies. I can't. It's pretentious and beats you over the head. Yeah, this is like the restaurants in 2020 or 2021. There's nobody around. And no, I don't wear masks in a restaurant unless it's required because I want to eat. If I'm in a room with a beautiful Asian girl on a date, I'm going to lose my mind. No matter what Asian they are, it doesn't matter to me. As long as they're female and was born female, I will go for it because I know what I like. Mm, you're cute. Hey, this is when he lights up the candles. She's like, oh, no fire. It's funny because I don't remember Wanda being afraid of fire in any of the Marvel movies or in WandaVision, but yeah, because she's not like a I'm melting kind of a witch. She's more like a empowered witch, and we saw what she can do. No, she's not dead. There's no way they would kill her off that easily. No, easy reminds you of your Christmas with Crank's rant when you said that the last name Crank sounds like Kronk. Yeah, it sounds terrible. Kronk or Crunk or whatever. It sounds like a drug. I like Scooby's fake hair. Oh, my glasses. With Scooby snack can't be bought. The Golden Girls, I missed them. I saw the first season. It's very funny. You're not gonna like this. Ernie Hudson got on that too. Yeah, he's played a priest in other movies too, and I wasn't a fan of that either. He's better than that. He's a Ghostbuster for crying out loud. The Moonstone. She's drawn to that like a cat with catnip or the princess. Yeah, from Lord of the Rings. There's always like a gem or some kind of a jewelry that somebody's drawn to. I don't get it because I'm not into jewelry. I mean, as you can see, it is nice, but I'm not like, ooh, a jewel, ooh, or a diamond. No, I'm not like that. There's a little smoke where they attack each other. Let me see the weather what it's like right now. I'll be back. Pink. Mm-hmm. You gonna set up your Monster House live commentary? Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll do it for Halloween, but we'll see. I'm not doing it this weekend though. I need a break. Next week I'm doing the Fly remake and the Fly 2. Thanksgiving declared a holiday. Even though they bickered, it's not every 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. Wanda again. Was just staff. Orphan children of which, and they locked them in. Yeah. Yep. He tries to drown them. I mean, yeah, this is serious. Or drown. You're so cute. Harold and Maude is too long. How come you think Harold and Maude is too long when it's 91 minutes? It's a very slow movie. Yep. The waters. He's reading a Batman comic. That's another Easter egg. Yeah. Why are you wet? Well, wink, wink. Kate Blanchett's new movie Tar is a minute shorter than Elvis. Yeah, it's too long. What is it with movies nowadays in the fall being 2.5 hours? At least Black Adam is not. But the new Black Panther, 2 hours and 41 minutes. I'm like, for the love of God, stop making these movies so long. I hated Eternals last year, guys. Spider-Man No Way Home was long, but I was so invested. It could have been 3 hours and I would have sat through it. Because Endgame, I sat through the entire film and the end credits. Because that's how dedicated I am to watching Marvel movies. I've seen all of them in the theater. I've not missed a single MCU movie in the theater. That is a streak nobody can top, unless you've done it like me. You've seen every MCU movie. Yeah, not a lot of people can say that they've seen every MCU movie in the movie theater. Because a lot of the X-Men movies and Fantastic Four and the two Amazing Spider-Man movies I skipped in the theater entirely. I also skipped the Venom movies in the theater and Morbius because I knew they were going to suck. I didn't see Into the Spider-Verse in the theater, but I saw it in a on a big screen in my college, so it kind of counts. Even when these characters bicker, I buy it more because they have differences. But they're not bitching every 2 seconds. This isn't the Rise of Skywalker where the entire movie, the three main leads are bitching at each other. I mean, they don't have the chemistry that Han, Leia, and Chew and Luke had. It's just not there. I already know that from what people said in the reviews that it's too much. Once you're bitching the whole movie, that's a problem. At least these characters have some humanity. They're flawed, but they still have the chemistry from the first film. It's too long. It's going to be too freaking long. It's going to be a almost 3 hour eulogy for Chadwick Boseman. You didn't need to make the movie twice as long. It could have been 2 hours and 2 minutes. I would have been fine with that. What is with movies being so freaking long? Elvis, Blonde, and freaking the last not the last Thor movie. It was not that long. Some of these movies are just way too long. You got to cut even the School of Good and Evil on Netflix is going to be 2 hours. Why, Paul Feig? Do you have to do that? No. This is the ending of the movie where we saw the beginning of it earlier. Speared. Yeah, we're an hour in. It's you? What? Like it can't be. Yep, Velma's the villain in this movie. Possessed by a dark force that we haven't seen before. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. That's exactly what happened to Wanda in Multiverse of Madness with that book. Everything as well as is also over 2 hours. It didn't need to be that long. These movies do not need to be that long. Sonic 2 was 2 hours, but I didn't feel it. There were new characters I had to introduce, so I get it. Mm. It's like she has Loki's scepter from the first Avengers movie. I still enjoy this a lot. Yeah. There's the old lady again. Again, which wink wink. I actually love the first two Scooby film live action films from 2002 and 2004. That's fine, Little Sims. You were a kid when the you weren't even born when the first one came out because it was 20 years ago. So when by the time these came out, you were around. I just wish it didn't have the stupid sex jokes and adult humor. It's just not needed. This is for kids. The theatrical version of Ingrid Bergman's Fanny and Alexander is 3 hours, too long. And a TV miniseries version is 5 hours. Yeah, I felt too long. Like I saw the making of the Frighteners. It's 4 hours and 29 minutes. I'm like, way too long, Peter Jackson. That's longer than the movie. The Frighteners is only 2 hours, and he made a documentary that was double that running time. I'm like, oh my god, just get to the point already, please. It's a lot of good stuff in there, but it's just too much for one documentary. Hmm. It is a good twist, though. It's not a stupid like Shyamalan twist. Yep. What's Wanda gonna do? We'll find out next year. Did you know there was a live action for that? Apparently, yes, three of them. I saw all three. And the worst live action Scooby-Doo film is not actually Scooby-Doo from 2002. At least the characters are there. It's Daphne and Velma. That was horrible. That was one of the worst live action spin-offs I've ever seen of that franchise. No Shaggy, no Fred, no Scooby. They're in an email at the very end of the movie. Yeah, kiss my ass for that Cartoon Network. That was a disgrace to the franchise. It is. Oh my god. Oh, then the documentary for the show. Wait, 9 hours and 26 minutes? So, for what? Showa. I don't know what Showa is. Some things are just too long. They have to be shorter. I'm glad Black Adam is not going to be overly long. My dog likes to do that too. 9 hours and 26 minutes. I could see like 8 movies in that running time. This movie's nice and short. At 82 minutes long, it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's not way too short. It's not like under an hour. It's long enough. There's Fred shirtless, like in the cartoon. It's a French documentary film from your birth year, almost 9 hours. Too long. Way too long. I wouldn't see that in 4 days, much less for an entire day. The longest I can go is 3 hours. Once I get to that, I'm like, please wrap this up. That's why I haven't seen it chapter 2, because it's so long. And it's overly long and doesn't need to be that long. Yeah, more frogs. Those are real frogs. No animals were harmed in this movie, by the way. It's a good performance, too. Jeez, he's doing the exorcist. Velma! Amsterdam has a low rating. Yeah, because it's not good. It flopped. Don't worry, darling only made money because, let's face it, girls went to go see Harry Styles. Apparently, they're head over heels for him, even though he's not interested in them because he's dating, I think, Olivia Wilde. That's why he got the job. Yeah. Amsterdam was trying to be an Oscar bait movie, but it failed. Just like House of Gucci did last year. Damn. Look at the face. Yeah, and unlike Kylo Ren, where he kills his own father, when he says "Help me, Dad," and like, yeah, again, that didn't work. That fell right on its face. I just found that Rotten Tomatoes for Halloween Ends and is currently 60%. That's not terrible. It's not zero, but it's going to be Rise of Skywalker, where they're going to retcon a lot of stuff from the last movie. And I do like Daphne's one piece suit. It looks great on her. Yeah, he does the Looney Tunes. Well, that's an Easter egg, even though the Looney Tunes is not Cartoon Network. It's Warner Brothers, but it's the same company, so they can make references. He did a Roadrunner. Yeah. Wow, Fred, you're Superman now. You just punched a block of wood and it. And then Ticket to Paradise with George Clooney got a 70 because again, Caitlin Deaver's in it and she's adorable. Yep. Moon. By the light. But the moon. Not too soon. He's singing her to death. Trust me, that uh, I've seen light of the silvery moon. This is when she shakes. Yeah, the ghost the ghost of the spirit of Wanda comes out of her. Wink, winkety wink wink. Watch this. Yep, watch. Look, she goes. Watch, watch. Good effects for a ghost, just like in the first movie. Remember the ghost in the first movie? Oh, yep. Wink, wink. Another reference. Yeah. With it, if it were for you meddling kids, even though they're not kids, they're teens played by adults. It's a good effect. It's a lot better than that Ghostbusters remake. Let me tell you, I didn't like those effects. I saw the trailer and I'm like, this looks terrible. This looks worse than Monsters Unleashed, like by a long shot, or Disney's Haunted Mansion movie from 2004. Real frogs, yeah. No animals were harmed. Look at that face. Yes. Yes. Although I haven't seen it yet, I guess Halloween Kills will be more Rise of Skywalker since the basic reveals. No, it's more The Last Jedi because it tries to subvert your expectations and it didn't work. Somehow survived the final events, yeah, because again, it's a cartoon. Yes. You saw the leg went up. Oh, they're a family. That's why I get it. It's worked in the cartoons. Again, they're not kids, they're adults. Yeah, these great characters and that wonderful dog. Yep, the snap. I'm inevitable. $10,000. The Bank of Hanna Barbera. Yeah, Rest in peace, Joseph Hannah and wait, Joe Bar. Wait, was it is it Hannah and Barbera? Yeah. Which would you rather do? Work for Disney Channel or diapers with little no pay? What do you think? Classic film. Disney Channel is still not Disney Plus. Yeah, that's the cartoon. Mystery Inc. Hanna Barbera. Yeah, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. Yeah, rest in peace, guys. We miss you, man. Your cartoons are gonna live forever because they're iconic. No matter what iterations they do, those cartoons are gonna be in our hearts forever. The Jetsons, the Flintstones. You should play a PS4 game, the Uncharted games. I want to play them. I enjoyed the movie. I thought the film was fun. Not exactly the game, but it made me smile. Man's best friend. Here we go. And that was the movie, guys. We're just getting to the final musical montage. Ba da ba ba ba. Hippies. Oh, there's a cartoon. The nod to the cartoon. Whoa, this is psychedelic. So enjoyable. I love Velma's outfit. It looks like it's a great. There's Mary Michael Berryman. Yeah, he was in the original The Hills Have Eyes from the 70s. There's a clown. Yep. Ba-da-ba. Oh, Daphne. There's a Wolfman character. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba. So I'm with you. This is a scene that was added. 70s. Yep. I could be scared with you. I love this. Nice nod to the 70s. Yeah. The cartoon was around in the 70s. It debuted in the late 60s, but it was in. I can be scared with you. I can be alone with you. Oh, I could. Yes, I'm with you. Here it comes. Yep, there it is. 1969. Yep. That means so iconic, man. This was not in the TV version. It was only in the DVD and the stream version on HBO Max. Yeah, go Scooby. Be dooby doo. That was fun, guys. That was a lot of fun. Oh, yep, that's it for the movie. That was a lot of fun. I love doing this, just like when I did The Mask a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's just iconic. A great cartoon, really good live action movies. I enjoy both of these immensely. The characters they nail the characters. It's funny. It's got a lot of Easter eggs, which are not forced. I think you'd rather change diapers than work with Disney Channel. Well, you don't know that yet, classic film collector, but I do know that this movie I do enjoy. And thanks for watching this video. Thanks for being in the chat, guys. I'm in a much better mood today. And that's Scooby-Doo and the Curse of Lake Monster. I would recommend it for this Halloween season. Any of these. This, Mystery Begins, and even the two live action movies from the 2000s, because they have their moments. But thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.